everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Koho, and we got a good match for you today. Kaiser Huang versus John Maher. Should be a good one. On the desk, we have Mr. Bill Carriola. Bill, how are you feeling about this match?
This is going to be a fun one. These are two guys I've gotten to know pretty recently. Kaiser, used to be a fun DMC, now over in Dread, but resume speaks for itself. Same thing with John's having a great year, first year here, and just making a name for himself. This is going to be a fun time. Wildly different strengths.
Both these guys have had, like you said, really good years. Both of them have made it to round 2 of the tournament this year, so should be interesting. Kaiser losing to David, John losing to Bar, who ended up going all the way to the finals. Should be an interesting matchup. We will bring in our competitors. Starting with lower rank, John and your manager. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's like I'm overconfident or underconfident. I know what I know. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. This is like the first time I'm like really in the mix. So it feels good to be in the mix. It's good to be nominated. Koho, what do you think?
I think that we showed in the tournament that we deserve to be in the mix, and I'm glad that we made it here in the post tournament. I think you're clearly the rookie of the year, and we're just going to keep proving that with every performance and every game we play. There's no competition for us, so Kaiser is cocky shit, and that's why I love him. So this will be a fun game.
Yeah, I'm going to reserve talking shit to the end of the match should I win. I'm going to feel bad if I disappoint Boatman. I think I've disappointed Bill several times, but I'll feel bad if I disappoint Boatman.
I've also disappointed Bill several times. It's a normal.
Yeah. You've also disappointed me several times, to be fair, Koho.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Okay. Well, thank you, Koho. Now we'll bring in Kaiser and his manager, Scott. Kaiser, how are you feeling today?
Mr. Koho calling me a cocky shit. Yeah, that guy is okay. Sure. Anyways, yeah, I think John's great. John and I, look at the strength that we pick. Wow, we are completely different. But this will make this type of matches like so fun. And yeah, it's early. I'm hungry as fuck. So I think let's just get started. And Scott?
Fair enough. Scott, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no. John's really made the gauntlet of Club Dread this year with all of his singles matches. So I'm hoping we're going to come out on the winning side like we did last time and not the previous time. But yeah, on the topic of disappointment, I will just say Kaiser, in trivia matches, is the only time when you do not disappoint me. So I'm looking forward to this for that reason.
That man has no taste.
Thank you to Scott. Both competitors are ready. We're going to get started with round 1. Round 1's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 right, you get a bonus question. 3 repeats and a challenge throughout the entire round. We're going to get started. Keep your hands on screen at all times. We're going to get started with question 1. Who appears in American Graffiti, Jaws, and The Goodbye Girl? Oh, and this is in the category of actors and actresses. I didn't read category. I don't think they really needed the category.
I don't think so. I think it was pretty self-explanatory. Seen 2 of these.
I've seen all 3, and all 3 are fantastic films. All 3 5-star films for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Richard Dreyfuss.
And John.
When I criticized The Goodbye Girl, Boatman thought I was talking about him, but I was talking about Richard Dreyfuss.
That is correct on more accounts than I would like it to be. Yeah. We get to your next question.
Which is in the category of Western. What Western features the characters of John Ruth, Marquis Warren, and Chris Mannix? Not the biggest fan of Westerns. A little bit about me. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found them kind of boring.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
The Hateful Eight.
And John.
That sounds right. How could I forgive him?
The Hateful Eight is correct. As we get to your third question in the category of scores and soundtracks, what song opens Dazed and Confused? Bill, I feel like you're the type of person who would love Dazed and Confused, but now I'm like not sure, and I'm worried you don't.
It's a fine film. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't hate everything. I know, like, I exude hatred, but I really don't.
2, 1, pens down, pens down, pens down. Let's go to John.
Sweet emotion.
And Kaiser.
Start in mid WU.
Sweet Emotion is correct.
Your next category comes in the 1980s. I was alive. What job does Morgan Freeman's character have in Lean On Me?
Another great song.
Absolutely.
Fantastic song.
Bill Withers. But Jesus Lord. That man. Brings a tear to my eye.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Police officer?
And John.
I grew up 10 minutes from Patterson, New Jersey.
Principal is correct. As we get to your next question in the category animation. In The Incredibles, Edna Mode is adamant that there be no what in superhero costumes.
Now, this movie sucks, right?
I'm
I'm just kidding. I love this movie.
Okay. You're about to like lose the shred of respect I have. 5,
Could you imagine
4,
not liking this movie?
3,
Oh my god.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Capes.
And Kaiser.
Capes.
Kate is correct.
All right, your next question comes in the category of Oscars. Dangerous Liaisons, On Golden Pond, and A Room with a View all won what Oscar?
What color? If you had a pond, what color would it be?
Well, golden's taken, so, and I can't make a piss joke, so
5, 4.
purple just for
3,
shits and giggles. I'll name it Green Pond.
Okay, that is John's first repeat.
All right. Dangerous Liaisons, On Golden Pond, and A Room with a View all won what Oscar? I think Prince Pond. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, nice purple. You know. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Good stuff. Oh yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Adapted screenplay?
And John.
Best supporting actress.
Best adapted screenplay is correct. As we get to your penultimate question, category of horror. 2010's Devil is set in what location?
Now this movie sucks.
I've heard plenty of things.
Sucks. This is a terrible
5,
film.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Elevator.
And Kaiser.
Elevator.
Elevator is correct.
All right,
Up going into the final question.
all right. Since there are no perfect rounds, gentlemen, your category is directors. Who directed Key Largo?
You know, Bill, there's a song.
I was just going to make a joke about it because I was
Key
going to
Largo.
say, is the sequel to this called Montego?
Baby, why don't we 4,
Terrible Beach Boys
2,
songs.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
I might have it wrong. John Huston?
And John.
I guess Howard Hawks.
John Huston is correct. So it is 6-5. Kaiser's lead as we get into round number 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they are stuck with it. Going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points. Multiple choice, 1 point. Get it wrong, other player gets a chance for the steal. Categories on our lovely wheel tonight are John's strengths of post-1990 horror anthologies and non-fandom 90s slashers. Kaiser's strengths of acting Oscars and 2010's fandom. We also have drama, sci-fi fantasy, 2000s, and romance. So, Kaiser, you are in the lead. We'll bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Great round 1. Let's defer.
Yeah, I agree.
Bringing in Koho for John's first spin.
Fucking
John, your spin's away, and it's going to land on romance. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'd say we spin again.
I'm with you. Koho. Let's spin again.
All right. This is the category you are stuck with.
We don't believe in love in this faction. Well,
Going to land on opponent's choice, so we will be bringing
Happens all the time.
Okay, Kaiser, I think we can go a couple of ways. Do you want to give him... We can give him acting Oscars. He is in a faction with a lot of people who are good at Oscars, so that might have something to do with it. Would you rather give him Fandom?
I'd rather give him Fandom, but what do you think between those two?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of movies in 2010's Fandom and a lot of shitty movies, so I say we go with
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
All right, 2010's Fandom.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. But let's go.
All right. Bill, would you like to give John his questions?
Absolutely, John, if you're ready. In 2010's Fandom.
This is as ready as I can.
In How to Train Your Dragon 2, what is the name of Valka's dragon? And we're looking for given name, not species.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go multiple choice either way.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Storm Rider, B, Cloud Jumper, C, White Flyer, or D, Dark Strider.
B.
B is correct for 1 point.
Oh, boy. I didn't know that, but great.
Congratulations. In your next question, in how many 2010's Fandom films does Chris Pine appear?
Kaiser, we need hands on screen, please.
Oh, I'm...
Let's see. Chris Pine. 5.
That is incorrect, Kaiser, for a 2-point steal.
4.
That is also incorrect for 7.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Actually,
Can you name the 7, please?
Yeah, it is Rise of the Guardians, Into the Woods, Into Darkness, Beyond, Spider-Verse, and Wonder Woman.
Oh, 3 of them. Okay.
All right. And Finest Hours. We just missed that one. Sorry. All right, your next question. In Queen of Katwe, Fiona loses at chess Olympiad to a competitor from what country?
Give me multiple.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Russia, B, England, C, Canada, or D, Germany.
Canada.
Canada is correct for 1 point.
It was just the least likely. You know, Canadians can't play chess.
Your next question. Who plays Dr. Harvey Allen, a government scientist in Fan Four Stick? Or Fantastic.
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Tim Blake Nelson, B, Harry Connick Jr., C, Chris Christopherson, or D, Dwight Yoakam.
A.
A is correct for 1 point. And your final question in 2010's Fandom. In Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, the information Ethan's team collects can only be unlocked by what specific political figure?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, the President of the United States, B, the Queen of England, C, the UK Prime Minister, or D, the CIA Director.
The Queen, wait, B, whatever B was, the Queen of England, I think you said.
That is incorrect, Kaiser, for a 1 point steal. Your options are A, President of the United States, B, Queen of England, C, UK Prime Minister, or D, CIA Director.
He's the UK Prime Minister.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. So if I did my math right, I believe John is up to 8 and Kaiser is up to 7.
That is absolutely correct. John at 8, Kaiser at 7 as we get into Kaiser's spin. Kaiser, your spin is away. And you also land on the finish.
Sorry.
this never goes both ways. I'm so excited. Okay.
Oh crap! What do we give him? What do we give him?
I would Okay, can I see the full wheel? Sorry, I just.
Yes, your options to give Kaiser are acting Oscars, post-1990 horror anthologies, drama, sci-fi fantasy, non-fandom 90s slashers, 2000s, and romance.
I personally would probably lean 90 slashers, but that's just me.
Whatever you say.
Bigger.
Yeah,
I feel like that's bigger.
I'm with you. Non-fandom 90s slashers, please.
Let's do it.
Okay. Kaiser, I will give you your questions in non-fandom 90s slashers. Your first question. In Scream 2, in film class, what is the first sequel mentioned as being better than the original?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, The Empire Strikes Back, B, House 2, The Second Story, C, Aliens, D, The Godfather Part 2. Five, four.
I'll go
Three.
Aliens.
That is correct for 1 point. And your next question? What is the name of Ray's boat in I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Manta Ray, B, Shoeshine, C, the Narwhal, D, Billy Blue.
D.
What?
B something. D for donkey.
Okay, D is correct for 1 point. Your third question. Who plays hitchhiker Edward Tex Sawyer in Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Tim Roth, B, Viggo Mortensen, C, Chris Penn, D, Matt Dillon.
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen is correct. And your final question, or sorry, your penultimate question. How much money does Marion Crane steal in Psycho? John, or Kaiser, can we get your hands up, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, 25,000, B, 40,000, C, 100,000, D, 400,000.
25,000.
That is incorrect, John, for the 1 point steal. Your options are A, 25,000, B, 40,000, C, 100,000, D, 400,000.
Since it's a shot-for-shot remake, I hope it's B, 40,000.
It is not. They adjusted for inflation. It's 400,000.
All right.
Oh, you said the 90 cycle. All right. Okay.
This is in the category
It is
of
90s.
90 slash.
Oops. Oops.
Mr. Jim, is 100 or 4? It's
Your final
400,000.
question. Who directed Candyman?
Oh, fuck.
Five, four.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Tom Holland, B, Ronnie Yu, C, Steve Miner, D, Bernard Rose.
Silent. Fucking die. Alright, I'm going back to that.
Repeat the options, please.
Well, options are A, Tom Holland, B, Ronnie Yu, C, Steve Miner, D, Bernard Rose.
Tom Holland. What's it?
That is incorrect, John, for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Tom Holland, B, Ronnie Yu, C, Steve Miner, D, Bernard Rose.
Bernard Rose.
That is correct for 1 point steal. So coming out of round two, I have Kaiser at 10, John at 9. Is that what you have, Bill?
That is what I have.
Okay. So 10 to 9 coming out of that round. As we get into round three, each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4 point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are horror, Oscars, 2010, action adventure, directors, drama, 1970s, and war. We will let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to it right now. Okay, we are back now. Competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. John has picked his 1 in Oscars, his 2 in war, his 3 in action adventure, and his 4 in horror. Whereas Kaiser's picked his 1 in 2010s, his 2 in drama, his 3 in directors, and his 4 in Oscars. So we're going to start with John since he's down by 1 point with his 1-pointer in Oscars. John, your question. What film won the most Oscars for films released in 2021?
You did it to me again, dude. Coda?
That is incorrect. We were looking for Dune.
God damn.
So now we're going to stick with John for his 2-pointer in war.
I'm sorry, Koho.
Hawkeye, Trapper John, and Radar are characters in what war film?
MASH.
Correct for 2 points.
In the lead. So Kaiser.
So we go over to Kaiser for his 1 in 2010.
Kaiser, if you are ready.
Mhm.
All right. In 2010s, Nicole Kidman, Dev Patel, and Rooney Mara star in what 2016 biopic?
Lion.
That's correct for a point. And a tie. And do we stick with Kaiser because he
Yep,
still has more
he has more
questions?
questions.
Just making sure. Okay. Your next question for 2 points is in the category of drama. In the final scene of Promising Young Woman takes place at what kind of event?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat
2.
the question.
That is Kaiser's first repeat. The final scene of Promising Young Woman takes place at what kind of event?
A birthday party.
That is incorrect. It is a wedding. We're looking for a wedding. So do we go to John now, or do we stay with Kaiser?
Yep, we flip over to John.
Okay.
So John, your 3-pointer in action adventure. In Olympus has...
You have
Oh,
Scott
okay.
Cass gonna come in.
Scott?
So I'm not sure that it's actually at the wedding ceremony, Kaiser, because I know where you're coming from with saying it's a party. I think it might be worth trying to raise a challenge because if they say the answer is wedding, it needs to be like at the actual ceremony, and I'm not sure that it is.
All right. If there's such a detail, we might as well use a challenge. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we only have a couple questions left, so let's challenge.
We're back from the challenge. It was determined while there was some debate about whether or not the final scene was the wedding or wedding reception. Regardless, precedent before has been set that if there is at the end of the day, the question is still considered valid. We can't really throw out the question. Kaiser's answer would have been incorrect regardless. So we will be moving forward. Kaiser does lose his challenge. So we will now go over to John for his 3-point question in the category of action adventure. In Olympus Has Fallen, terrorists from what country are attacking the White House?
North Korea.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right. Kaiser, your 3-pointer in directors. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Jason Bateman made his directorial debut with what film?
Hell comes to Frogtown.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We're for bad words.
Nope.
All right, Kaiser, this is your 4-pointer. You'll need to hit this to stay in it. If not, John wins. Your 4-point question in the category of Oscars. The Great McGinty was the first film to win what Oscar?
2.
Repeat the question.
That is his second repeat. The Great McGinty was the first film to win what Oscar?
Repeat the question.
All right, your final repeat. The Great McGinty was the first film to win what Oscar?
We're not gonna die, you idiot.
Five, 4.
Good game, John. Best cinematography.
And your winner, John the Reaper Maher. The correct answer was Best Original Screenplay.
Wow.
Best Original Screenplay. So we will be going to post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finisher tonight, Kaiser. Kaiser, you weren't able to pull off the victory tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, round 3 did me in just a good categories, but bad questions for me. So nothing I could have done really, in my opinion. Yeah.
I do want to take some responsibility because I think ultimately it probably wasn't the best challenge, although it was a little ambiguous. And there's no point in bringing it up now because the match is over. But I do think there was something else that could have been challenged on John's 3. But we can talk about that later. So I do want to take some responsibility because we didn't have the challenge to use it at that point, and that's mostly my bad because I encouraged the challenge. But Kaiser played great, like you said. Maybe it doesn't make a difference because the 3 and 4 that he got were really tough. But hats off to John; he played really well.
Well, we will see you back, Kaiser. Is there anyone you want to play when you come back?
He's pointing at me, I believe. And I agree. I called him out, in fact, in my last match as well. So
I don't know if those records match up, but that would be a fun match. I do agree with that. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Kaiser. And we're going over to our winner tonight, John. John, you were able to pull off the victory. How are you feeling?
Really good, Boat. Honestly, I hang out with you guys a lot, obviously, and I mean, I'm gonna be totally dead honest. Like, I'm just like a regular dude. Like, I'm not like a movie guy like you guys are. I feel like a fucking imposter all the time. But I studied and like I did my thing. I'm gonna get there eventually. But I did it. I freaking did it. Rookie of the year. Let's go.
Absolutely. I think that we put in a solid game. Areas that we can clean up. I mean, it's a double opponent's choice game.
Yeah.
That round 2 is not going to be the most beautiful thing in the world. He literally handed us the thing that it was like, that's what we could not hammer down in time for this match.
It's so huge.
As hard as we tried, with all the power of Thomas Scully behind you, we could not have it hammered down a whole decade's worth.
And they asked a bunch of weird movies in there too. Yeah, a bunch of weird.
movies. There was just no way to cram that much fandom information into you in time for the match. So that was the right thing to give us. But you worked your way through it. I was very, very proud of you for the ones that you did hit.
Yeah.
And Kaiser played a great game.
I'm gonna say I love Kaiser.
Very nervous going in round 3 playing Kaiser. So he has nothing to hang his head about. But yeah. I'm very excited that we won it.
Kaiser's awesome. Best voice in Multiplex, hands down. Like, he wins the best voice. Like, I want him to do voiceover work. Quit his job, do voiceover work straight up. He's the best. And Koho, thank you. Yeah, you made great decisions. Thank you so much. But go ahead, Koho.
My favorite thing is this rivalry between Scott and Kaiser. I just want to watch this happen. I've never seen more animosity between client and manager in my life. I love it.
So, John, you're 4-1.
Sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
I was going to say, John, now you're 4-1. What's next on the horizon for you? What would you
I
like?
know what's next on the
I have a
horizon.
feeling Boatman's going to tell me what's next.
Now you'll be moving on in this little picture we've got going on. You'll be playing Mr. Cameron Redshaw.
Oh, God. That's fun.
That's fine. I can send poison to his house or something. I don't know.
We do not
endorse
violence
that.
here at Multiplex.
Just to make him sick. Just to make him sick, not kill him.
From Cameron Redshaw.
Please don't take out Cameron Redshaw.
Just to
He
make him
are-
sick.
Cameron Redshaw had to watch Hell
This
Comes to
will end up
Frogtown this year. Hasn't he suffered enough?
Oh, I'm going to make him suffer then. If Hell Comes to Frogtown made him suffer, wait till he has to watch ABCs of Death 2.5. You know?
I feel
Well,
bad.
thank you, John. Thank you, Koho. Bill, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like the highest scoring match, but it's what happens when you get double opponent's choice in round 2. Both guys really working the way around that pretty well. And, just rough run of round 3 questions for Kaiser. And it happens, but he'll be back and he'll be great. He always is. So
That's fair. Well, thank you to Kaiser. Thank you to John. Thank you to Scott. Thank you to Koho. Thank you to everyone at home for watching. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. Have a good one.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
It's been taken.
Bye.